Alright, hey everybody, and welcome back to the weird part of YouTube. So today, my hair, oh my god. Right. So today we're gonna see a free movie. This one is Isn't It Romantic movie that's gonna be on Feb 13th, and I am super excited to go watch it. So I will let you know how the review is after watching the movie, whether it's good, bad, whether you can avoid it and stuff like that. Obviously I'm not gonna make this a review channel, but whenever I do get a chance to see a free movie, I'm gonna share it with you guys, so pretty excited. So the movie is at 7:30 and I am here an hour early just to avoid overcrowding, and sometimes when it's really crowded they do first come first basis, so I don't want to miss the movie. Also it's in a mall, so this is a good time to vlog what's in a mall and stuff like that, so I'm really excited to show you guys. That's how empty it is, so pretty excited. We still have half an hour to see this movie. So here are the perks of coming early. You get really nice great seats. The theater is a bit empty, but that's great as well, so I'll let you know how the movie is. So bye. Hi guys, so I am back home and it was a long drive back home. Anyways, back to the movie review. The movie is great. Like, I never laughed this hard in a very long time, so it's great. So I'm just gonna first talk about the movie and then I'll go into the spoiler section. I'll put down below before I'm talking about it, so you guys know and you can log off or click another video in case you want to. So anyways, the movie, the pros and the cons. The pros, which is the good points, is that the movie is really funny. Like I said, I haven't laughed in a very long time, and it is great. Like, it makes jabs at everything that rom-coms are supposed to be. For example, the gay best friend, the where two women can't be friends in a workplace, all that stuff, stopping a wedding and declaring love, all that stuff. It makes jab at everything that a rom-com does, that a cliche rom-com does. So it's very funny, and Rebel Wilson, as always, is awesome. Like I said, I haven't laughed in a very long time. The second one is that the movie is super short. It's 1 hour, 1.5 hours, which means there's no time to get bored. It moves in a very brisk pace. Like, the movie goes really fast, and after this it's this, so the events just build off on and on, and it goes really fast. Coming back to the bad parts of the movie, I couldn't really think of the bad parts of the movie, but if I have to say, the movie does move in a very brisk pace, which means there is no character development of the other characters. I would have liked to see more about Liam Hemsworth, who plays the mean boss in this movie, and also Priyanka Chopra, who is a swimsuit model for Pantene. So I would have liked to see more character development, but they rushed through the storyline, so it felt a bit rushed. But nevertheless, it is a very funny movie. Rebel Wilson is the center, left, right of the movie. She is the epitome of the movie. The movie is about her, about love and loving yourself, which is what is important after all. So it's a perfectly good movie for Valentine's Day. I mean, if you don't have a bae, you can always love yourself, so it's a good movie. Would I recommend to watch it? I mean, of course, if you have the time, if you have the money, and you want to have a good laugh, I would for sure recommend this movie. And it's a great movie. You can have a lot of fun and a lot of laughs, guaranteed. It's great. If you don't have the resources, or you're in a bit of a time crunch, I would say you can watch it on Netflix or any other streaming service when it comes. It's not that you won't have FOMO basically. I mean, it's not something that you have to see it. It's basically like any other cliche rom-com movie. The ingredients are the same, but it's a little mixed up, it's a little more modern, and it's quite refreshing. But you won't have FOMO if you don't watch this movie, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so next to the spoiler review. So people who don't want spoilers, you can click off another video or log off the app, whatever. So spoiler. Alright. Alright guys, now for the spoiler review. Like I mentioned, the movie moves in a very brisk pace, which means that it's super fast. The movie starts off with Fat Amy. Sorry, I keep saying Fat Amy. Rebel Wilson as a child. She's watching a lot of rom-com movies as a child, and her mom says that doesn't happen in real life. In real life, people who are fat or unworthy can't be loved. Basically, they just settle in and stuff. That kind of is what she always thinks about, that she doesn't deserve love and stuff. So she's a huge architect in New York City. She has a dirty apartment. Her neighbor is gay and doesn't love her or something like that, and she's always underrated in her office. Like, people take her for granted. Like, the HR manager says, like, you know what, just clean up the printer, order new cartridges, when it's primarily her job. So people don't take her seriously. Liam Hemsworth is her main boss in this movie. And she has a best friend in work who's Josh, who's played by Adam Devine. And yeah, so when Liam Hemsworth drinks her coffee and says, "Oh my god, who puts whipped cream in coffee?" and everyone takes her for granted and no one gives her the appreciation that she wants. She's a brilliant architect. Her best friend is her assistant, who always watches rom-com movies every day. She doesn't do her job, and Rebel Wilson, as always, whose name is Natalie in this movie, says, you know, do your job, like, you are paid to do your job. The guy Adam Devine always motivates her to do her job, you know, like, he always says to Natalie, "Oh my god, you're amazing, you're the amazing architect in the world," and stuff like that, basically giving her encouragement. And she always shuts him down. And so the assistant says, "You're friend zoning this guy, you are basically shutting him down." She's like, "No, you're not. No, I'm not." And you know, he looks over the window where she sits, and there's a huge poster of Priyanka Chopra, who is a swimsuit model in this movie, and there's a Pantene ad below it, and she's always like, yeah, she's looking at her, not me as a person. Anyways, the movie moves for a while, and then she gets hit in the head after she gets mugged in the New York subway, and then her world revolves into this rom-com movie which she hates. She can't swear in this movie because it's PG-13, and you know, she's like, whenever she starts to swear, there's always an alarm going on and all that stuff. So there's a lot of funny jabs. Anyways, the movie moves, and she realizes it's exactly like a rom-com movie where her neighbor is her new gay best friend who doesn't have a job and is always with her for some reason. Josh ends up finding Priyanka Chopra when she's like choking on something, and then they end up together somehow. Liam Hemsworth is head over heels for Natalie, Rebel Wilson. He invites her on a date. He puts his number on petals, and he's like, you know, call me if you want, and then stuff like that. So basically, she tries to hit her head and try to go back to the real world that she knows, and she's like, no way, this is not New York City, this is not my life, this is not how it smells, and stuff like that. So it goes on a weird tangent. Anyways, it's funny. I mean, everything's funny, and if you've seen the movie trailers, you get what I'm saying. There are a lot. I don't want to put it here because I might get copy striked, but you know, you can watch different movie trailers and you get the idea of what I'm trying to say. And yeah, anyways, so Josh tells Natalie, which is Adam Devine telling Rebel Wilson, that he really liked her and he always thought he'll end up with her, but he is very sad that you know, he's going to marry Priyanka Chopra, which is weird. Anyways, it goes, I mean, they try to get married, and then Natalie realizes she always loved Josh. He was always there for him and all that stuff, and they go on a karaoke night, and then she declares her love for him, but then Priyanka Chopra comes to know about it, and she just swoops in over, and then later in the morning she realizes that it was him after all, and then she runs off in a slow motion. She doesn't like Liam Hemsworth, whom she liked before, because he's like, oh, you need to change your name to Georgina, this is my plan, you have to change your name, you have to take my last name, you can't work, basically acting like a really mean guy. And it doesn't really suit him, but whatever. And then she realizes, she tries to stop the wedding like every other rom-com movie, and then she realizes that she loves herself more than anything else, and and then she realizes that she loves herself and not anybody else, and you need to have self-love before anything else. She steals a Jaguar which says just married, and then she hits a pole, and she goes back, and the doctor says that she's been in an 18-hour coma. So she basically goes to the real life, and everything falls into place. She's the new her. She gets back to her dirty apartment. Her dog doesn't love her anymore. All that stuff. So she's very happy, and she loves herself more than anything. She goes back to work, and she's like, everything's great. She has this new attitude and stuff like that, and everything works out for her, and she finally declares her love to Josh, who's Adam Devine, and says that it was she loved him all along. And Josh says yeah, and he was like, he points at the poster and says, I can't see anything from here, it was always you. And yeah, that's the end of the movie. I think I just told the whole movie. It's a nice movie, you should watch it if you can. It's really funny, and like I said, moves really fast. And yeah, if you have an opportunity to watch it, go watch it. I'm not getting paid for this review, and so if you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't want to watch it, don't. I don't really care, but it's a good movie. You'll have a good time. If you can't, and if it comes on streaming services or something, you can catch it then as well. You won't have any FOMO as such, because it's a very cliche rom-com movie, but it's fun. You'll have a good time. That is all, y'all. This is the movie review, and I'm going to go to sleep. Bye.